I'm getting vehicles towed far too often. I'd like to get one good vehicle that was fuel efficient and could carry a lot of stuff. Wouldn't that be great? Hooray! The dishes are done. Hello, MSL Nation. Well, I've had a kind of an upsetting day so far. I have a friend who's seriously alcoholic, always ending up in the drunk tank. I'm trying to help him. I found a room for him. Really nice people in the house. And he swore he was never gonna drink again and all this kind of stuff. Anyhow, he more or less got drunk every day. And they want him out. And I won't find him another room. I told him he has to find his own room. I'll help him move. I don't know what's the right thing to do in this case. I really gave him heck. I don't know if that's going to do any good. And I laid it on the line to him. He either has to never, ever touch a drop of alcohol or smoke a marijuana cigarette, or he will end up homeless. And he will. And he'll end up sleeping in the winter under a tree in City Park in Kelowna, and he'll be found in the morning one day and he'll be stiff as a board. And that, unfortunately, is not nice. It's a mean thing to say, but I hate to say it, it's true. I hope he can straighten himself out. He begged me to help him find another room. He promised 20 times that he wouldn't drink. I told him, finally, I relented a little and I said, okay, if he doesn't have any booze or whatever for a week, I'll help him. And I will check with his current landlords if he's lived up to that promise. So I hope he does. It's not the help that I mind. I don't want to be involved in telling people what a great guy he is and basically lying for him to get him a room. I want him to get his own room. Don't want to be responsible for his behavior. He should be responsible for his own behavior. Ultimately, he is. Anyhow, that's my rant. I hope he does some good. I hope he does what he promised. He's promised so many things and so many times. I don't listen to him anymore. I know that whatever's coming out of his mouth is just to satisfy the need of the moment. Well, he's got to start thinking longer term than that. And, you know, words are very powerful. They're very important. But actions are the end judgment, aren't they? Action. That's what I'd like him to do. Action. Anyhow, that's my rant. Sorry to unload all that on you. I'm in a beautiful park in Kelowna, and I'm walking by myself, and I realize that's exactly what I need, is a long walk in a beautiful park, all on my own, with my own thoughts. And eventually I'll come to a place in my mind where I am at peace. And that's what I'm looking for now, to be at peace and to be happy and to enjoy this beautiful sunshine day, hot summer day. They'll be gone soon, these summer days. I gotta get out here and enjoy as many of them as I can. And what better place to do it than in a beautiful park. I'm walking by a nice little river, Mission Creek it's called. I don't know, it's sort of halfway between a creek and a river, I guess. And it's great. Yeah, this is the place to be at peace. How can you be angry when you're looking down there? And here's another little creek beside the main creek. Nice shady spot, very comfortable here. Very lovely. Well, I think my friend should go to rehab. He was offered rehab once, he turned it down. I don't know what his attitude would be towards that now. He's about to lose a lot of things that are quite important to him, and I don't know if he realizes how much he's about to lose. I hope rehab is a reasonable solution that he can still take up. I don't know if the offer's still on the table. It should be. He really needs it. I think many of you are aware that I recently launched a GoFundMe campaign in order to help me put some of my animation into the spotlight and to sell it to some TV company or TV network or cable TV station. And I have a bigger project on the go also, which I haven't really quite defined completely in my mind yet, which I will start on at the same time as I'm working on this one. I hope the GoFundMe campaign is successful. I've never done this kind of thing before, and I think the show has got good potential. I think it's an interesting story. I'm really hopeful that the campaign will get off the ground. I have had a donation, as far as I know at this point, only one. It's a start. I hope that the raising funds isn't so time consuming that I let everything else go, and that is definitely a worry, because I like to keep my project moving and going. And I know that if the fundraising gets to be too time consuming, I'll start to let it go. So it's kind of a self-defeating thing, but I'm gonna do what I can. I do believe that walking in nature and sitting quietly in nature are two of the best forms of meditation, and I've never had them fail me. As long as you keep going, keep doing, until your mind becomes rested. And that's the key. Not to go for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but to go until your mind is clear. And I can feel it happening to me right now. And it's what I need. So I'm really glad I came here. A good thing happened to me yesterday. My car, which I had to tow to a mechanic friend's, got fixed, and it didn't cost much. And then he did the brakes, and he charged me a reasonable price for that. The price, though, doesn't really have anything to do with this. It's having the mobility and getting that resolved. Another issue I've been having, and that all this concern about my friend has kind of washed away from my mind temporarily. I went to renew my driver's license the other day, and the province of British Columbia, where I live, is combining or somehow integrating care cards, which are health cards, and driver's licenses. Well, my name is Frederick William Spencer, and on one it says Frederick William Spencer, and on the other it says Frederick W. Spencer. For this reason, they have required me to get a copy or to give them my birth certificate, which unfortunately I don't know where it is, and I got thousands and thousands of pages of paper to go through to find it. I've been looking for it, but I kind of reached the deadline where my temporary extension they gave me on my license was up, and I was getting really freaked out about that. Well, to make a long story short, after having made an embarrassing scene at ICBC over this situation because it is bureaucratic hell. I did get an additional extension on my driver's license, so I have another 3 months to get my original birth certificate, and I have written to the province of Quebec, where I was born, to get a duplicate birth certificate. So I imagine that's all going to work out. So my car is going, my driver's license is good, and that's a very happy situation. Just to clarify this, I didn't actually lie for my friend. What I did is I chose to believe him, even though I had serious misgivings. He promised me faithfully that he was not going to drink. Such a lovely day. Life is too short to be getting angry. My friend is about 30 years old, and that's one of the reasons I'm putting so much effort into him. I feel that 30 is kind of a transitional age when young men become mature men, and the decisions they make in those years just before they're about 30 are extremely important to their whole life. If he was 50 or 60, I'd probably just say, well, he's chosen his path, I really can't do much about it. But at this age, I may be able to influence him in a way that would be beneficial. I hope so. I hope I'm not opening myself up to more heartache.
I subscribed.